photo. Okay, so it's Pakistan hedge. Then what?
Pakistan hedge, start, counterplan,
Okay.
counterplan, allied, then reverse at the bottom.
What about T?
T's after case, sorry.
T's after case?
Yeah, so it goes case, then T, then start, then
Okay.
counterplan, then allied, then reverse. Is everyone good?
Yeah.
Ready? First of all, Pakistan, when I need mention and I say now use 2% to cause much pressure Christian reference all this and they see when you will not be able to understand what swing and so whenever it's swing back one to and all of them have gone nuclear straight like the Indian Ocean is not going to be Pakistan so it makes me feel especially nervous the sharper amount. This is what Pakistan becomes well like the United Pakistan supply chain the geologists more serious Pakistan becomes more nervous and you will be on the US and know the reality that no geologists force Pakistan strong the first Pakistan in the conflict in large scale attack Christian mentioned and saying cannot be sure that they said no Cuba Pakistan who is feasible they have evidence to identify the science in the world and the new organizing in the US and the negotiating council and implements the Pakistan military with the security of the nuclear arsenal Americans and the fundamentalists with the Pakistan military message to UN. They say Pakistan army trucks, but the Pakistan army are not necessarily going through the radical causes and national church line. The nuclear weapons are only saved as people and on the military aids. The Pakistan army is producing basically ones to Islam as the consequences now different care percent among the army officers and army soldiers are half dozen serious like one can imagine there was no professional save and say increased resentment, but their evidence assumes a partial withdrawal plan mission with gradual but complete withdrawal and withdrawal so spends them to represent the best mission 9 to go without enough gas and soon go on the single one essence of the message they're all destroyed global war terrorists and the English inspired number of wars in distant countries and war and public extinguishment of the gay rise of violence and too much intelligence and they say the UAVs from our planet removes UAVs from our planet there's no more troops or forces there afterwards and they say US withdrawal plans out kind of re-enter this force US re-entry but our plan keeps stakes people out there for good and it's not affecting the plan the US will not go back and there's no vengeance predicated off of Afghan stability so no limit in the offense and they say that US withdrawal plans apparently and preemptively tilt towards the Taliban but the Taliban go back in Afghanistan for regional home they've been pushing them back guys or I think that the innocent evidence and national hedge. One distribution conflict with the power vacuum when it says Afghanistan will be stable by the time left and even if it wasn't evidence as an outline and other powers are taking over Afghanistan also there is an eternal event regional conflict and hey Afghanistan will be in their own parts worst case scenario they see no deterrence but there is no deterrence for our first evidence in this that if you are probably not only show up but being a use it or influence of lots of countries requiring nuclear weapons to be able to win the damage for a global nuclear strike and use it means that the best solution for us hit or safe for the history pieces to believe in the great benefits of the there was an power thing anything when they consider the international order is literally they do the power of privacy causes of more peaceful world, more open, transparent, more likely to resolve things ethically. And next, they say counter-surgery strategy will boost the leadership and democracy, but it doesn't matter. We had counter-surgery, it's counter-surgery for more than 10 years, and increasing democracy. And democracy does not solve anything. The democracy wars that we all we know, the democracy just keep worse because our influence over democracy has made us want to become expansionists and lead us into more wars, so it doesn't solve. And they say it's really to advantage, but it doesn't matter. They say we've already are extending our evidence any sort of like turns of credibility in this should have already happened. We've already announced that we're withdrawing the confusion so far to these things, but we haven't also the hegemon and they say I'm meeting with the Afghanistan to purchase hedge. We already announced the withdrawal, but they were not actually doing it because there's a lot of confusion. We've already admitted the defeat, but there's no decrease in the use of hegemony. Their power is completely denied. I don't see common sense. One, we need Afghan plans cross. The troops are no longer Afghanistan on common mission, therefore they aren't combat troops too. Non-information presence on their shoot this outside sexual tradition of use military. One, a group of people, especially social space station, in a particular place. And three, for armed permission, there's no official military definition that the communist troops that troops of Western Nation presence in Master 306. 08, a Western celebration of presence of our state being present military influence on the nation and foreign countries, especially the evidence by policy with troops there. The Republican Department of Defense, and military associate jumps on clear definition of naval presence and for women's people, which while setting up the mission for all women are for concepts like Iraq and Afghanistan, 5 after the never down to the best matter for both sides and all the sides of the nice big ass about reducing military presence in the against all military trade up distance and 6 sources that only doesn't matter Peter Protein, the reports from information from the Oxford Dictionary of Military and some checks on it after the next question of literature the purpose of the team's preparation of the private responsibility monitoring and interpretation of the situation of the education. Next is start 1 pass question 5 list 101. The run up of number season 1 the reference list by the person has been start up personal bonds and represents the relationship with the two countries economic risk pressure bonds team, but the starts of war is a complicated mixture of bonds and some say the plan to the new official treaty negotiated with Mr. Medvedev and also said the review the Russian rights and Russia is not trust with the ally and 2 3 so for the countries of the conversation of political implications and 3 no personal links versus our ideological score 2010 was the partisan attitude of government to Washington this case it seems that there's some senators who don't place in our street structure because they only want to get along with winning in the mission because the logical political traditions that person supports it so people support it and the which all popular PPO knows and I never even setting up Wall Street military president that advance should go to the student set up a ratification and lawmakers knows that he was a radical or setting up launcher distributing the message not the senate instead of damaging president should not be repeated in advance and they warn and one of the support for looking support for withdrawal use and we were news and 1 just about last time seller written by General Nutritional league and warning and beauty mission in Afghanistan so there's more force on the direction needed and make sure sustained advisors from the Americans start paying attention to the world will become less popular this will summer they start paying attention it's getting less popular next next U.S. Customs deliver on the piece of Cola that's neutral working with group at all 9 and that's American New National Nutrition in the lesson preparation on new governments on the road use more high levels of interactive reviews and most more countries now new nationals are there so force to acquire American different caution to be saved and out of the transit to the greater region is strong one average from the count plan 1 term do both next prime to all parts of the plan all parts of the count plan 7 negotiation of the task force agreement 2 no reason to continue noticeably that policy while risking much troops themselves down maintaining hedge and really that that's it so far that upon a successful life so the cancel for protection to prevent that they don't necessarily need to have other internal links that hedge well that's the case we'll need all internal links to solve hedge system answering on military expenses internal links but this will be ridiculously expensive and that complements the project same massive that on patch 1 and 4 countries from United States pandemic no border and loss of attention and for sure cost of almost a political capital and capital and fatty capital struggle for resolution taking on top of ground and to back for education with critical thinking the army boards for Congress 80 years and the resolution of 3 cells not ground forces debate against ourselves and for since we're fairness in education and so on so you have to say the cancel the hedge management they vulnerable factors like geography computer backsliding instability the kind of also help service and enable service require limits for new funds and available in addition to funding interest tax and independent and more fatal and I had a job and so force to my father would still be willing to join terrorist organizations matter if I get money for it and so I'm going to send content since then it's status quo rules of which we're repeating the stuff as not as if seriously casualties instead of can be implemented 100% in the military for just like civilians and force homes you have said that's when I went to American women is high and insurance 1 once you strategy to resolve conclusion of the relevant source of 2010 conclusion of the United States shortly help implicitly explicitly in U.S. support for British from the local minutes of global elsewhere after the party into the summer on one hand will also draw nuclear weapons of the other nuclear beaches on the one card there and to know to impact no countries deter from withdrawing Afghanistan other evidence assumes that Saturn Ronald proliferate running officials consider BC World War I 723 to defense argument does not indicate the proliferation of nuclear arms we can only seek nuclear energy for all countries in power Iran will actually create potential for the application of massive international national support expansion and insurance conflict for treaties solved and for roughly new world weapons up until now and for President proliferation of Sally 2009 administrations have reached years further concerned about the proliferation of mass destruction of nuclear weapons and proliferation and disable terrorist groups and more Americans are ruining military power in small countries that force politicians and loyalty to asymmetrical solutions and as some Rogan federal authorities should happen we've already announced it and now suspending 1 their impact is showing underneath the impacts from 95 years in Cameron are off the impact of future weapons can come with literally 100 years ago make all this NDA impact war 2 and the plan says money will turn to the electrification of weapon systems plan stops those being funded efficient by 1 3 when wars by down use may receive even a bit of piece of them on the foreign world describes huge sort of federal budget deficit for force them and more for then 3 withdrawal because defense funding that's for national for weekly 320 become under English version rating depending on spending Congress waiting on Obama the battery and reaching the appropriations to make the budget more than target of usual critics off market.
Which card did you solve on?
Congressional for weekly.
Where are your flows, Rahul?
Okay, can I just ask you a quick question, like clarification wise? Wait, can we take prep before that? Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, you have 755.
Okay. Okay. Can we just clarify a little bit when you read on the Allied Coalition side?
Yeah.
Because like I got kind of confused.
Okay, are there muscle evidence?
Okay.
Obama's nuclear strategy,
Yeah,
Sugar's link. I read the No Impact.
Did you read that right?
I read Iran Won't Proliferate. I read number 4, Assurance of Non-Proliferation Treaty Solved.
Like you can
Also
just tell
read
me
the
what
Calio. I also read the Calio evidence that says 4 presidencies of proliferation. And and I read the Rogan.
Okay.
Rogan proliferation.
Okay. Thanks. Okay. So can you explain? Can we go on the pathway a little bit, please? I'm a little bit confused. What is this whole?
Your agent count. Okay, you have 3 different actors in your panel. You have the USFG, then you have the U.S. Departments of Treasury, then you have the U.S. Departments of State. These are agent captains. Like
Okay.
multiple planes are captain have multiple different actors.
Oh yeah. So is it topical kind of ones about or multiple?
It's like multiple actor captains.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So let's talk about politics for a second.
Sure.
Okay. So does all your evidence, like non-unique evidence, it all says like it'll be hard to pass. Does any evidence actually say it will pass?
Well, our Russian spy scandal evidence just indicate that like Congress don't want it to pass because like this is basically not only just like a reduction. Yeah, but this is not only a reduction in nuclear weapons, but it's sort of like a peace accord between Russia and the U.S. Not saying that they wouldn't go to war, but it's just saying that like they wouldn't attack each other.
Okay.
And they have some sort
Okay,
of
all
white
this
flag.
evidence is literally saying is like it'll be hard and it'll like frustrate Obama.
No, it's not. It's not saying it would be hard. It's just saying that people don't trust Russians. That's why
Okay,
they
can
don't
you
want
point
to
out to
pass
me where
it.
it says it won't pass?
It says the spy scandal could embolden critics. Episode could complicate Mr. Obama's episode.
Especially 9.
Okay, it's cool. Let's talk a little bit about let's talk about case. Let me just put my phone. Okay. So explain like you made.
Cool.
Okay. Okay, so your first argument on the Pakistan flow.
Was that Pakistan is not stable now when our true president is encouraging instability?
Yeah,
because
but you
we're
said-
pushing Afghans.
Okay,
No,
it's not unique, stable now, root cause. Okay.
Gotcha. Gotcha. It's Christoph and Fuller.
Yeah, I got that. Thanks. And why would Pakistan Army not block it?
Okay, our evidence indicates that for the past 20 or so years, Pakistan's been growing and growing like more radicalized. Their own intelligence agencies have been like facilitating like terrorist attacks and working with the terrorist government. And it just says that like Pakistan's like an Islamic republic and they're like growing to become more radicalized. So like the army is also going to be part of that.
I'll take prep. I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.